Hello, and welcome to my channel, Inviting Possibilities. My name is Rochelle, and I'm doing a reading for water signs today, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces in all placements, and it's timeless and general, so take what resonates, and if it really doesn't, feel free to check out any of my other videos. They are all timeless and all placements as well. I am going to start with the wisdom of the oracle and get the baseline of the story, and then clarify with a bunch of other decks. Thank you to everyone for liking, subscribing, and sharing. I really, really appreciate it. And yeah, so grateful. Okay, so diving in. Oh, we've got flexible in protection, number 19. Protection just means in reverse. Never ending story, 37. And co-create, 40. JoJo made it. Yay. Good morning. Thanks for being here. All right. So there's something going on here where you're feeling kind of rigid, stuck in the crap circles, the stories that you're telling yourself. And it's happening because you feel alone. You feel like it's on you to make something happen. Or like, yeah, like somehow you want to see some kind of change in your circumstances, in your life, and you're not seeing them. And so it's just fueling this. It's fueling the things that you're telling yourself, which is bringing your energy down, and it's causing you to think, to be more rigid, and it's like this downward spiral that's happening. And with co-create, this is kind of a reminder from the universe, from spirit, that in order to get what you want, there's a need to put your trust and faith into into the universe, basically. Like, co-creation is about you working with the cosmic energies to manifest what you want, and it does require a fair amount of trust and faith. It's knowing that everything happens for a reason, that there's some kind of divine timing at play often. Um, hey, Redbeard made it, and the sun. Yay, good morning, guys. Thanks for being here. Um, that things don't typically work out the way we hope, the way we expect. I mean, sometimes they do. Um, but often there's kind of this circuitous route that is taken to get where we want to go, and sometimes it's because what we think we want turns out to not be quite the right thing. We don't know until, like, we start on the path towards it, and so it can feel like you start going you have this idea, you have this desire, you start going for it, and then you hit an obstacle, something falls flat, things aren't working out, and that's when it's important to just surrender, and even have a conversation with the powers that be, the energies, I should say, that's a better word. Whatever your higher power is to you. Like, sometimes I find it helpful to talk out loud and be like, I don't know what to do. Help. If anybody's listening, help. And inevitably, I feel like every single time I've done this, I get the answer within a very short period of time, usually within a couple of days. And things just kind of magically work out. So there's really a need to suspend your disbelief, to believe that miracles are possible, to know that if something's not working out, it's because there's something to learn in some way, shape, or form that's going to lead you in the direction you do need to go. And see, we have the egg here. Okay, so we have the owl, we have, what is it? Leopard, and then the egg. And it's like, I don't know, I kind of see you as the leopard here. The leopard, fastest animal on the planet. This is you having the ability to go very, very quickly towards what you want. But the leopard is sitting still because the owl has some kind of wisdom to impart. An owl is the wisdom within yourself that is a direct line to the universe, to your higher power. And it's all about hatching something. That's the co-creation. And knowing that it's, again, with divine timing. Like, you can't force an egg to hatch. It'll hatch when it hatches. So you kind of bide your time. You trust that it's going to work out. You listen to that wisdom. I know it sounds very simplistic, but there was a similar message for fire signs yesterday about needing to retrain your brain. About understanding that we are our own worst enemy when it comes to manifesting what we want or not. In this case, there's enough kind of past stuff that has caused you to feel less than, that caused you to feel unworthy, or experience some kind of pain in some way that is fueling what is going on in your head. This never-ending story. You're stuck in a rut, and you got to get yourself out of that. And so there's all these ways to work on getting out of that, but it's a practice. You have to be persistent and diligent. And it's not easy. It's simple. It's not easy. But that's kind of the main message here. So let's dive in let's go with the Light Seers deck. Talk about divine timing and patience. We've got Temperance, Sagittarian energy, and the Knight of Swords. And the Two of Pentacles. Let's see, how is this? Okay, let me move these over and then you can see them. Oh, that's better. This Temperance energy, it's the starting point. It's what helps you become more flexible. It's like you need to come into balance. And Temperance is all about waiting. It's all about learning to trust, to know when to act, to know when it's time to get up and run. Be the cheetah. right? Cheetah? Oh, cheetah. Leopard? Cheetah is the fastest. So maybe this I don't know what this is. Anyway, it's one of the fastest. Sorry, morning brain. Anyway, um it's getting the energies balanced within yourself. And isn't that interesting that we have this similar thing going on. We have the two orbs that are connected with this kind of energetic, I don't know, rope energy. And then we have the two orbs here, which you're essentially the connection between the two. I mean, it's a purse, not an orb, but still close enough. um, it's like you need to find the balance in order to maintain the balance. It makes me think of like learning how to ride a bike. You you kind of have to practice just getting your balance. And once you know how, then you can really start going fast. And you can't maintain your balance unless you're going fast. If you've ever tried to ride a bike and you're like, especially when you're first learning how to ride and you're going so slow, you keep falling over. Like it's all about the momentum and the speed to get you where you want to go. It's like needing to juggle. Like in a sense there's kind of juggling these energies because once you get going, like you still want to stay in this energy of like um not getting too ahead of yourself because the Knight of Swords can be very impulsive. Is going so fast that can sometimes lose. It's like you can sometimes lose track of where you began in the first place. Lose sight of that balance. Um, Again with the bike reference, but it makes me think of when I was learning how to ride a bike without holding the handlebars when I was a kid, and like I mean, I crashed and burned a lot. I got crazy scrapes from that. Um, and it's like learning as you're doing the thing, learning how to maintain your position so you don't fall over. You have to juggle between balance and forward movement. Okay. So I go with the Guardian Tarot, my creepy tree friends. Ooh, Sabrina the Lovers is here. Good morning. Thanks for being here. Okay, so we have the Knight of Pentacles, the Five of Cups, and the Ace of Wands. Yeah, once again, the Knight of Pentacles is similar to the Temperance energy in that it's it, there's a need for maintaining your course, for maintaining that balance. The Knight of Pentacles is a very slow moving energy, very opposite of the Knight of Swords. And it's understanding that to get where you want to go, you have to be diligent and persistent and very, very regularly stop to assess, where am I at now? Am I still good? Is the direction I'm heading that I started out heading towards, is that still correct for me? And with this 5 of cups, this 5 of cups speaks to this never-ending stories. There's grief and loss and sadness in your past. There are things that haven't worked out, and that's what's informing your forward progress. How do you avoid falling off of the bike like you did in the past? What have you learned? Not all is lost. You've gained some wisdom, you've gained some knowledge of how to stay upright. And that's what helps you build momentum. Got all this passion here. And with the 2 birds, it speaks to that co-creative energy, that you're not in this alone. That you're working with, again, with like the cosmic energies. You're working with um physics. If we're talking about the bike thing, you know, make gravity your friend, or better to say your ally. Learn how to work with the energies that are already present. It's because of what you've been through. It's because of the loss and the pain from the past that you can move forward in a new way. Or in a new way, or be successful in having some kind of new adventure and like going for something. So, oops. Yeah, I might as well go with the Mystic Mondays deck. Hey, Rebecca made it. Awesome. Good morning. Okay, where are we at? All right. We've got the Queen of Cups, the Fool, Aries. Queen of Cups too is Cancerian energy. And the Devil, Capricorn. I'm getting that the momentum that drives you, it's not just passion and desire and excitement. It comes from a place of love, of loving what you do, loving where you're headed. And the Queen of Cups is so intuitive. It makes me think of that owl. It's she has gained this wisdom through the experiences that she's been through the loss and the pain. The queen has gotten on her throne because she's been through the things and she's learned her lessons, and she's understood that in order to be able to sit on the throne, to be successful in that way, that she has had to keep her cup open. She's had to learn how to fill her own cup. When your cup is overflowing, then you have more than enough to give everyone else. You got to start with yourself. And that's what leads you to this energy of being able to take a leap of faith, being able to jump, to take a risk, but it's like a calculated risk because it's coming from this place of emotional intelligence, emotional maturity, knowing yourself on an emotional level, and then just being like, okay, I can't let the negativity keep me down. I learned my lessons, and I understand that it's all going to work out in the end. It's like a mantra that I've used forever, which is it's going to work out because it always works out. It doesn't always work out the way we hope or plan, but it always works out. And And with the devil energy here, I feel like this is a word of caution to not get stuck in needing things to be a certain way, to get trapped in fear with um, this staircase here. It kind of makes me think of the never ending story, like where you just go round and round, and you always end up in this kind of toxic, the toxic thinking, that negative mindset that keeps you on that merry-go-round from hell, basically. Let me clarify the devil. Ooh, King of Cups. There could be somebody here who is a match to you that you want to take a leap of faith toward. You want to dive in and jump. You want to share your cup. You two both have a lot to offer each other, but there's this energy that is potentially in the way. You want to be cautious with, I don't know, maybe getting wrapped up in something too quickly. Like, you want to maintain your autonomy, your independence in a situation. Um, Maybe it has something to do with needing to practice moderation. I mean, that's another, another uh, meaning of the temperance card. Um, to not get too ahead of yourself, to not lose yourself in um, going too fast on your bike. Racing down a hill, and I mean, it can be fun to a point, but you want to make sure like you're still being cautious and looking out for like those obstacles that you need to like weave around, or making sure that your bike is like fully tuned so like the wheel's not going to pop off or something. I don't know, it's funny that I keep coming back to that analogy, but um and ultimately you don't want to let your stinking thinking derail you. And it's so common. It happens so easily for so many of us. And if it does happen, you don't want to get down on yourself. You just go, oh, that happened. Okay, learn the lesson. Get back on the bike. Move on. Oh, Rest Mojo is here. Yes, meditate. Meditation is helpful. What did I say? I'm doing the cat tarot. Cat tarot. We've got the Ace of Wands again. Oops. And death. The vacuum of death. Just cracks me up. And Page of Cups. I mean, this can be a couple things. This can be where you get going, you're very excited about a new beginning, feeling all that energy and that drive, that passion and desire to have a new beginning, and you encounter something that causes you to have to pivot, to run in the other direction. The death card is, it's it's some kind of ending, but it doesn't have to mean that it doesn't mean that all is lost. It happens so that there can be a transformation, so that wherever you're heading or you thought you were heading, it it speaks to needing to transform through the journey, because of the journey, um, understanding that there's something, because we have the sun rising here. There's something that's on the horizon that, because of an ending or because of something that's causing you to transform, is allowing a new beginning. With that Page of Cups, it's like leading you to that perfect toilet bowl to drink from. um, you are being led through your emotions, not just through your desires, but also your emotions. You and people with water in their chart, that's how we um kind of show up in the world, through our emotions. It's all about having that emotional intelligence, knowing when you need to pivot because you're tapped into how you feel. And if something is like freaks you out and makes you run in the other direction, that's a clear sign. Like, if it feels bad, like, you're not necessarily meant to stick around and put up with it. That's not to say you want to run every time you get scared, but I think that's really part of the lesson here. The message is you learning to discern. I mean, that's the point of emotional intelligence, or that's, kind of the hallmark of it, is when you need to act versus like, rather than react. You know how to I don't know. I was going to say translate. I don't know if that's quite the right word, but it's like you feel your way through a situation and know if you're meant to stick around, or if you're meant to, like, pivot and go in another direction. And in this case, there's some kind of transformation around this that's leading you to a very wonderful place. The toilet bowl of your dreams. Okay. So, let me go with Enchanted Map. Enchanted Map Oracle. Slow and steady, number 12. Yeah, that's like the Knight of Pentacles. Rock bottom, 10. And movement, 28. See, yeah, being slow and steady, taking things slow and steady allows you to really see what you are dealing with. If you do happen to hit rock bottom, you understand that if you find your way at the bottom, you can make your way up again. It allows you to see how to navigate out of or around a situation. Rock bottom, it's something that happens to all of us sometimes. I don't know, most of us. It's it's those moments when it seems like all is lost and everything is bleak, and there all is lost, with like that 5 of cups there. But in fact, there's always a way out. You can always get up and climb out from wherever you find yourself and regain your movement, build your momentum, because of understanding how to pivot, how to navigate something where you think you're going in a certain direction, and it turns out that it is not what you thought it was. It's not what you wanted. It's not what had set you on fire in the first place in a good way. Um, that whatever you're trying to hatch didn't hatch in the time you expected it to, but that doesn't mean that it's not going to. Again, I keep repeating myself that there's a need for trust and faith and knowing that universe has your back and whatever seems like rock bottom is it's temporary and it's sort of an illusion in a way. It's just that you need to regain your balance. You need to be able to juggle your emotions with your desires, with what it is you're actually doing physically to propel yourself forward. And in that, you're able to build momentum and eventually fly. So let me finish with a rune card. Uh, I was a huge fan of She-Ra back in the day. Wait, what was that? Yeah, this. Ooh, we've got Fehu. I feel like this is where you're heading. This is the destination that you probably ultimately wanted, but the path to get there was not what you expected. How you thought it would go. But it's all kind of, all roads lead to Rome kind of thing. Um, let's find it. Where are you, Fehu? These are not numbered. Oh, it's the first one. Excellent. This rune card signifies wealth, material possessions, and success in business. Owning cattle was a sign of wealth in ancient times, and this inevitably focuses interpretation of the rune's meaning on matters concerning money, property, and new income sources, or perhaps the need for them. However, it can also indicate forms of wealth that money cannot buy, such as good health, love, and happiness, and serve as a reminder to be grateful for the things in our lives that we may be taking for granted. And yeah, fire signs, they had a thing about gratitude, being grateful as well. The need for generosity, sharing your good fortune, or taking time out to help others is another facet of this rune. Additionally, Fehu may symbolize exciting new beginnings. And yeah, we had the Ace of Wands a couple of times. You have a new beginning coming. Maybe it's already begun. This new beginning could be a new business venture, but it could also point to the need to define your life less by outward show and more by the things that are priceless, such as happiness and love and good health, right? Um, and I feel like that's been a big message here is refocusing your mind, maybe taking the focus um, off of your mind and putting it in your heart, on your heart, because that's where you naturally feel the most powerful and comfortable. Um, yeah, yeah, all the good things are coming. Um, it's just learning to be flexible um, as you go on this journey, and you will. It's all molding you. It's yeah, all these lessons are getting you to that place where leading you to the toilet bowl of your dreams. Okay, I'm gonna leave it there. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, wherever you are in the world, and I will see you on the next video. And Linda made it! Yay! Hello, hello, and goodbye. And see you on the next video. And thank you again so much for liking, subscribing, and sharing.